What do we treat ourselves to? Clothes, treat yourself. Fragrance, treat yourself. Massage, treat yourself. Most, treat yourself. Fine leather, treat yourself. It's the best day of the year. The best day of the year!
Hey.
We back.
We're here.
We're back.
Hello. Did you miss us? It's been a whole 7 days.
Treat yourself. Hope you guys got to treat yourselves this week.
I hope so too. I did a little bit, but it's outside of the confines of the self-care guide. I did something extra.
Listen, extra is treating yourself. Are
Right.
you guys as curious as I am to know what you did?
So I actually joined a gym yesterday, and they have a steam room and a sauna. So
you joined a steam room and a sauna.
I did. Yeah. So when I say gym, I mean the amenities that the gym has to offer, not so much the exercise equipment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steam club.
Yes.
Steam club.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I did. So that was the extra treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
Yeah. Treat.
Treat yourself.
Double treat yourself.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha.
Well, to everybody out there, this is your host.
Hi.
Florence.
I'm going to get used to introducing myself. I'm not very good at that.
That's fine.
Maybe that's what you're here for. You can help me. So then if you introduce me, then I introduce you. So I'm Florence, and this is my co-host, Nate. Yeah. Look, he always rep power. It's great. It's great and fantastic.
Mecca, the greatest place ever.
Ever.
When life was simpler.
Wasn't it?
Man.
Wasn't it,
the
though?
Good old days.
The good old days.
So getting back to our self-care planner.
Yeah.
Remember last week we kind of discussed how it works. We have our daily exercise goals that we strive to meet. Now that you joined a gym, you should be knocking these out left and right. Easy.
Yeah. Let's see how. Let's go to next week and see how that went.
We're gonna suggest some activities for you to knock out sometime this week. Hopefully, you get a chance to, or next week, this weekend. But we're gonna start with our weekly affirmation.
Yes.
And our weekly affirmation for this week is:
my possibilities are endless.
Endless. And you can put a little dot at the end.
Dot. Because it's
endless.
Perpetuity.
Yep. So wake up, look yourself in the mirror, and tell yourself, our possibilities are endless.
And affirmations are super important. I think people underestimate the power of speaking to yourself and speaking positively to yourself.
For sure.
Because the negative self-talk is very prevalent.
Yeah.
I think you have to be proactive with the positive self-talk. And so that's why we put these affirmations in there to make it part of your daily self-care regimen and for you to remember that you need to do it every day.
Yeah. I didn't do them. I thought they were cheesy and lame. I was a representative of this toxic masculinity world. I was like, get that lame, goofy, weak, puny, pinky stuff out of here. Affirmation. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. That's all I needed. You wake up, you good? I'm good.
Right.
You speak that stuff into existence. It's power in that verbal energy.
Yeah, I think so. And that's why it's super important that you do it. And in fact, we might show one of the affirmations Jennifer Lewis has. It's fantastic.
It's hilarious.
Her affirmation.
So
it's fantastic.
Check the link below.
So I'll share that with you all so that you can see sort of the power that affirmations can have if you use it on a regular basis. So that's one step of the process. We talk about our affirmations for the week, and that's what ours was for this week.
Yeah. So I'll kind of share with you. This has kind of been my daily exercise goal for the past couple days. We've been in the suburbs of Chicago, and we got hit with some snow weather. And so instead of hiring a company or getting out the trusty snowblower, I grabbed the old shovel.
Wow.
And, I have a wraparound driveway, not to step on them.
Tell them what they need to know. You know what I'm saying? Tell them what they need to know.
You wrap around up in these spots. No, but I got the shovel out, got the salt bucket out, and I old school got that joker.
Wow.
And trust me, if you want to learn where you are with your cardiovascular and your muscular health, get you a shovel and shovel some snow out there.
How long did it take you to do that?
I probably was out there about 35, 45 minutes, because it wasn't like multiple inches of snow. We probably only got about 2, 3 at the most, and it was soft snow.
Right.
So
it was that soft snow. Yeah.
I was able to
That's
push
the
it.
best kind of snow.
Yeah. So thank God the heavens was like, all right,
we gonna snow, but we're not gonna snow.
Yeah.
We're not gonna Chicago snow.
Chicago snow. So
then I have a question for you.
Go for it.
Seeing that the impact or the exercise that you can get out of shoveling your snow, do you think you'll continue to do that moving forward, given the fact that you have 3 strapping young men who are growing up in your household? Is this a job that you will continue to do, or will you pass it along?
Yeah, definitely. That's a rite of passage type of journey, you know. So the efficiency will probably come from me, but the effort will be shared amongst me and the other Y chromosomes that are living in my home with me. It's a pretty big driveway, like I said before. And it doesn't mean we're all going to shovel, but I'll probably get the snowblower out, knock off the first layer, and let them, wear themselves out definitely on the weekends to clear the driveway.
Good.
But treat yourself. It's not just for adults. It's something that you should share.
It's not just for men. It's not just for women. That's really the point that we're trying to share with this podcast. It's for men, women, and now children. Yeah. There it is.
Yep.
So for my exercise goal, I joined that gym. So can I make that the goal, or I have to actually move?
Join the gym. I guess you have to stand at the counter.
Yeah.
Walk to the counter. You have to walk around the gym.
I did a tour of the gym too.
Okay. So yeah.
So then I'm also building a gym at home. So that took a lot of work because we had to clean out a room, move boxes, move equipment. All of that is heavy stuff. I was actually on my feet for like 3 hours.
That's right. You guys got a Peloton.
A Peloton. Yeah.
So it's not tone, it's ton.
It's ton. There's no E on the end.
It's like that. Tony.
Yeah, it's like
Peloton.
that. Peloton.
Yeah.
Yeah, Peloton.
You know what I'm saying? Some of us are as fortunate.
It's a new to us, not a new Peloton, but still. We had to make space for it, and it's a heavy machine, and we had to move it around, and we had to move boxes and make the gym look gymmy because it was previously a craft room. Mm-hmm. So I had to reorganize all that stuff, move it around. So I feel like that was exercise.
Yeah. Did you guys do it as a family, or how did it go down?
So when you say family, it was me and Michael.
Okay. So it was a
spouse activity. It wasn't a full family activity. All because, also when you have children and you're trying to move things, you pretty much still move it yourself. Like you got to say, no, move it here. No, here. Pick this. So it's just harder if you just do it yourself. I mean, it's easier if you do it yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's harder if you try to bring in somebody who also just wants to play video games.
Yeah, we kind of deal with that sedentary behavior at our house. This past week, my wife made the boys do 90 minutes of exercise.
What?
Yeah.
How did that work?
Well, my middle child, Brock, the savvy one, he pulled a couple coughs and a couple sneezes. They had a soccer camp planned for Sundays. They go for an hour and a half to soccer camp, and it's obvious that neither one of them love going to soccer camp. But my wife is definitely like, no, y'all gonna do something.
Y'all gotta get up off your butts. You have to get up off your butts.
So my oldest dreads it. Middle one played soccer before, and he was like a phenom. That was pre-pandemic.
Oh, so he had some years off.
Yeah.
Lost some of that natural talent.
Yeah, the competition is kind of fierce out there. So
gotta practice every day. Really?
Yeah. And the youngest one just, if it doesn't really involve his mom, he's not really feeling it.
Really?
Yeah. That's his home girl, and So he's just out there literally running. Literally running. And
no destination, just running until someone says stop.
Yep. So Brock tried to pull a fast one.
Yeah.
And my wife really wasn't going.
Yeah, because
it wasn't going to work out.
Yeah.
She was like, nah, son.
I know this game. I've played this game.
That's cool. Y'all don't have to go to soccer, but y'all gonna get this treat yourself. In this basement.
Y'all gonna get y'all exercise in.
For sure.
So what did they do in the basement?
They did a workout video.
Really?
Yep.
Like a Jane Fonda type?
But it was like for kids. So they did the warm up, the actual workout. I think it was 30 minutes. And then they did a cool down. And then she made them do like some light yoga meditation stuff.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, she got it.
How does she lead the yoga meditation? Like, does she use a guide? Does she do that part online too?
Absolutely.
Okay.
She used a guide. And, first time, boys are a little unruly, but the ruling fist of mom can persuade you to do
that is
so many
so
things.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see it. I want to see that. I want to see the children do meditation. In fact, one of the teachers that used to work for me, that's her full-time job, is she teaches yoga and meditation to children in schools.
Oh, yeah.
So it's part of their curriculum.
Yeah. We went to school with a yoga instructor.
That's right.
Shout out Nubia.
Hey, how you doing? That's
out
right.
There, making sure the kids get their mental and their physical
so
right.
I think that's something that's really important to teach self-care young.
Absolutely. Especially with this generation. I mean, they're going to have access to so much more information. This is the generation that grew up with touchscreens and everything's digital. So we got to take those things and use them to our advantage. If they're going to sit in front of a screen, let their bodies move. So if you're going to sit in front of the screen, have them watch something that makes their body move. And so
interesting.
My youngest is into music and dance. That's something we discovered. Yeah.
Is that a new discovery?
I don't know. I think for us, but not for him. But not for him. I don't know if you've been on the phone with me screaming, Roderick, stop that job in. And unbeknownst to me, he's just literally upstairs dancing along with whatever is on.
Yeah. I've seen him do that.
Yeah, so I gotta stop that behavior of shouting at him. And encourage him to do it in maybe a little bit more organized, structured setting. Yeah,
now while you're on the business phone call?
Absolutely. He just those ride along, watch along, sing along videos that he watches, and they tell him, hey, get up, jump around, do it, and he does it. So
wow.
My wife incorporates that.
That's
she
so
incorporated
awesome.
This week. So, yeah. Treat yourself is a family concept.
That is so great. Okay, I'm going to incorporate it into family. I think I'll start with the meditation part. But I feel like we also need to do something that's also a little bit more physical. So our son starts baseball soon. So in these past few months, he's been very sedentary, like on the phone, in front of a TV, on a laptop. Like, that's his life. And we really need to get him out. In the wintertime, it's also harder, though, because you feel like it's cold and I just want to sit here and be warm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's really what it is.
That's what it is. I just want to sit here. I don't want to do anything because it's so cold. But I think we have to get him out of that.
Yeah.
Now and that starts here.
In-home gym.
Yeah. And he actually has a friend at school who has I guess it's a child membership. I didn't know. But apparently you only have to be 13 years old to go to LA Fitness by yourself. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that. But he doesn't even have to leave the house and go in the basement.
He can go in the basement, but it's funner with friends, I think.
Yeah.
At his age. Because, they do like the weights and they spot each other and whatever,
I think it's just really developing a routine.
Yeah.
Because most of the times kids aren't going to want to do anything. They're like, scoff at anything you suggest.
Everything that you say is wrong.
When you make them do it, especially enough, they'll become used to it and accustomed to it. Yeah. So I know you love yoga. That was really your thing.
I do like yoga.
So morning yoga with
Seneca.
At least started on the weekends.
I think that's right. And then it was easier too because I don't think my morning started as early.
Yeah.
So I could do it even during the week. I could do it in the mornings, but now my mornings are a little bit earlier. And so if I don't get it done in the morning, it's hard for me to do it. Like I'm a morning exerciser. I get most of my good work done before 10 a.m. And if it's not done by 10 a.m., then it's probably not going to get done.
Yeah. Yeah.
So do you have a day or time of day that works best for you to get your exercise in?
No,
generally?
I think you have to try to supplement your schedule to figure out how to squeeze that in. And that's why that daily exercise goal can vary. You know, you may want or have every intention to making it to the gym and doing this crazy set that you saw online or somebody sent to you, but you know, life be lifing.
Life be lifing.
Sometimes you don't get a chance to do that.
Yeah. So
you make those supplements in your daily schedule and say, well, let me go shovel this snow.
Right.
Let me bundle up and go for a walk. Even if you're just walking around your house 10 times.
I've done that. Like I've just walked around the dining room table for half an hour.
Yeah. Climb some stairs or just, do a quick workout in your basement if you have a basement. So those small things can help you develop that desire. And once the blood is pumping, like your body's going to be
good.
Wanting to do it.
Yeah. You feel better.
Over and over again. And incorporate that with your family. Like we said, it's a learned behavior. You want to teach it young.
Yeah.
Treat yourself. The weekly affirmations, share that with your offspring, your spouse.
Or significant
other.
Somebody else who can keep you in line with it. Make sure that you're doing it. What is it? Accountability partner.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it may be uplifting to them too. You know, telling somebody their possibilities are endless.
Yeah.
Is a good way to start the day off.
Like, hey, Mom, did you know your possibilities are endless today?
You melted. I would just melt on my lip. I say, Mom, you know what?
Yeah.
Look at her eye.
You call her up and look her in the eye.
Yeah, call her up and look her in the eye.
Yeah.
They got phones for that.
They do. You're right. Look, you're right. I'm messing up. Look at me.
Yeah, but those are some cool words. Reaching out to a friend, which kind of leads us to our weekly activities or suggested activities. So we're going to give you a couple tips, some things you can try to do throughout the week to treat yourself. Right. It's a new experience. We're also going to introduce something cool that Florence learned about.
Yes.
Tracking your treat yourself progress throughout the year.
Yeah.
So I'll start off with my suggestion, I guess.
Yeah, what's your suggestion? Let's start there.
All right, so we're going to try make yourself a warm drink. I suggest getting a warm cider. Yeah. You can put a little spirit in there if you want to get it really, really warm. But, some warm apple cider. I tried some pineapple cider a few weeks ago.
Yeah, that was really good.
It's crazy, right? We didn't even know that it existed.
I didn't know it existed. It was really good. Yeah.
Get you some cider.
This morning I had hot tea after I sent the boy to school, and I was in the house by myself. Well, not by myself, but I was alone in my house. And just sat and watched outside because, I have that view in the back. So I had my hot tea and I sat there for 15 minutes and I was like, life is pretty good right now.
Yeah. In that moment, you treated yourself.
I did. And it's like those small things. Sometimes you don't even consider it. Mm-hmm. Like you're like, it's so small it won't matter. But then when you take that minute, that 5 minutes, that 10 minutes, you realize just like the impact that it can have on how you start your day. Yeah. Like I started my day off awesome because I had that cup of tea this morning.
Yeah. Or if in the middle of the afternoon or you're ending your day well. Like those are some great activities. Like it can totally turn your day around. You may be having a not so treat yourself like day, not so great day, and then that one, like you said, 3 to 5 minute activity can totally swing everything. So next time you talk to somebody, it's like, oh, how was your day? Actually, it was good after you just had your little bit of cider or some tea.
Yep.
Again, especially if you put a little something in there. Definitely a nicer day. So what about you? What some activities you...
So what I would recommend is I'm going to try something. It does require you to spend a little bit of money, but not a lot. It's just a little bit. Yeah. So I tend to like fluffy, soft things, right? So like these,
rabbits,
like these bearskin rugs. No, like scarves, not animals. Okay. Animals aren't the worst, by the way. Sorry to PETA. But
shout out to PETA. Don't cancel us.
Don't cancel us.
Don't cancel, please.
But like scarves or blankets, I just love being wrapped up in those things. And so I bought a new scarf, and it was very soft. It was like the softest scarf I've ever had. And I feel like that was a treat to myself because now I can walk around feeling like I'm special because I have this nice soft scarf, and it's so cold outside. So it has a purpose, like an actual utilization purpose, whatever that word is. Yeah. And it just is so soft. It makes me feel good. So
we'll share the information on where to get that scarf. That make me feel so good. Scarf in the link below. You can click on there and get yourself a feel so good.
Yeah.
Scarf.
Sure.
Yourself.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
But like these are just 2 things. So like in the planner, we suggest 4 things a week. As well as we leave some blanks. So if you have a particular activity that you absolutely love, you can just write it in and not take our advice at all, which is also cool because, you know, we don't care how you treat yourself as long as you do it.
Yeah. And like I said, don't forget to put that stuff in the comments. We would love to hear what you guys are doing.
Yeah, what you did, what you're doing, what worked, what you didn't like. Those are things that we would love to hear about.
I said that pineapple cider was whack, Nate.
Yeah.
Until I put some of that.
That's funny. So I think lastly, we just generally do something last. What do we do last?
Well, I wanted everybody to hear. Florence kind of came across something pretty cool that I think would make 2023 special for everybody as we all embark on this Treat Yourself journey.
Yeah, so I think one of the problems that I've had year over year is that, you know, everyone's talking about what a great year their last year was. And I'm like, I don't remember anything that happened, like, because I didn't take notes. I just lived it, you know. So this great idea that I saw online was to create like a happy jar. So every week you write out something that happened that made you happy and you put it in the jar. You can date it if you want. You don't have to. But then at the end of the year, you're able to actually reflect on the things that happened. And I think that's a really big problem for me because I don't know if it's humility, but I feel like certain things are supposed to happen. Like you're supposed to do well in your job and you're supposed to, you know, be better financially this year than you were last year. And so if those things happen, I'm like, well, that's how you're supposed to live. Like, I don't see it as a success or an accomplishment. And so I think forcing myself to do this will help me really point out those happy moments, those times in life where I did actually accomplish something. And you're telling me this all the time. Like, you're so awesome. You did this whole new thing. And I'm like, doesn't everyone do that? Like,
oh, woman, love yourself.
Doesn't everyone strive for better? I just don't know. But, you know, as I was thinking about it, I think it's from younger age. I was like trained, right? So we always say you're supposed to get A's. You're not going to get celebrated for A's, right? So I'm like, you're supposed to do better things. So why celebrate those things? And so it's kind of something I'm trying to retrain myself.
A lot of us are conditioned for other people to celebrate our excellence. Yeah. It kind of does start here. Kind of appreciate, live in a moment a little bit. So a lot of times we dwell on the past or we get so concerned about the future that the right now gets missed. Yeah. And so this is a cool little activity. I was like, oh, that's dope. Yeah. Yeah. Grab something happy. You know, like you said, we can focus on all the bad stuff that happened. I mean, we could fill up a whole house full of stuff.
You know what I'm saying? Because life be life, and like you said.
Yeah, grab that one thing that happened to you, write it down, and put it in a jar. Even if it's on the back of a receipt or something. Yeah. Write it down. Man, I had a good time. Yeah. We did this. Like I said, you can date it or not. And that way, January 1, 2024, you're going through I mean, you might bring yourself to tears. You're like, oh man, this was such
I forgot that I did
dope
that.
life.
Yeah.
You know? So you become more appreciative of things.
Yeah.
You know, some of the things that you did in this self-care planner may pop up in your happy moments.
Yeah.
So,
right. Because those are the things that make you happy, or you found joy in that moment when you were doing this thing to treat yourself. So yeah, that would be awesome. And, maybe, in the year, we'll love to hear from you about what some of your happy things are, or at least how you felt now that you're getting the opportunity to go through those happy thoughts that you had, or happy experiences that you had that you may have forgotten about. Did you want to talk about what your happy thing would be for this week? I think we can add that as a segment.
Okay. So my happy thing, I'll kind of tangentially bring this up. The Howard University Facebook group that I'm a part of had a post and said, hey, what made you smile today? Oh. Yeah, it was like 1,000 comments of people talking about this, their family, and this, that, and third. So my happy thing this week was the same thing I shared on that Facebook post. Was I actually had a conversation with my oldest son just about life.
Wow.
And he initiated the conversation.
Really?
Yeah. And it wasn't one of those how was school type of conversations. He was like, hey, remember you were telling me about how school is and how the world is, introverts versus extroverts, and then the conversation started, and it's 45 minutes later. And
wow.
It's like, oh, I gotta go get your other brother from school. And it just kind of got lost in the conversation. So watching him walk in the house after sitting in the car for 45 minutes, just chopping it up with my oldest, I was like, man,
that's so cool.
This is a moment. So that would definitely get dropped in this week's jar.
That's so great.
For me.
Mine isn't as deep.
Ooh, I get a tough act to follow.
I know. I should have went first.
You should have went first.
This is hard. So I said that I joined a gym. And I actually joined a steam room and a sauna. So that was my happiest moment.
I know. You were
sitting in the steam room.
Listen, this lady loves hot tubs.
I do.
Baths,
I do.
Getting heated.
I do. Those are my favorite things.
Yeah.
And
facials and massages.
I love it.
Her life. So I'm happy that you have a place to go.
Yes.
Because you were an orphan.
I was an orphan.
Sauna orphan for a long time.
So they don't have a hot tub. It's out of order, which is very frustrating to me.
Yeah.
But they have a steam room. Hopefully. But they do have the steam room, and they have the sauna, and they have a swimming pool. So, and the swimming pool is heated. So, I hopefully have my hot tub life back soon. But being in the steam room, like by myself for like an unsafe amount of time, let me not say how long, an unsafe amount of time. It was very like calming, stress releasing. It's just the best. And then I think about it when I have that time, it's also like the getting back to the world time that I enjoy, right? Because I have to like shower, and then I have to do my makeup again, and all of this is alone time where I can just be with my thoughts. So I really, really like, and it's in the middle of the day, generally, when I get to go. So it's a great break in the day. That made me happy that I found this place that I can now go to when I have the time, and I'm happy about it. So
that in the jar.
It's going in a jar.
Going in a jar.
Yeah.
So you can look back after the whole year enjoying your gym on the day that you
I joined.
Up, like, I joined the gym on this day.
Yeah.
And all this good stuff came from that.
Yeah.
So hopefully these activity tips, some of our exercise goals, that weekly affirmations kind of helps you guys get started. Like I said, leave some stuff in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. So shout out to our lovely host.
Hi. And our co-host.
And the co-host here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And shout out to all of our sponsors.
Oh, yeah. The sponsors here.
Yep. For keeping.
And we'll keep links in the bottom for our sponsors too. Yeah. So that you can visit them, which we hope you do.
Yeah. Because they're great.
They're great.
Great.
Awesome.
So until next week.
Next week. Yeah.
That's it.
It's good to see you.
No.
They're not a sponsor.
They're not a sponsor. But we can talk.
Right.